Here's what the Memoir by Amy Griffin taught me in just a few chapters. What if the biggest obstacle to your growth is a truth you've buried deep inside? This isn't just a personal story, it's a masterclass in healing. Amy Griffin, a successful businesswoman and mother, unpacks the trauma that shaped her perfectionism, ambition, and need to keep moving. And what she finds changes everything. From running in Central Park to overachieving in business, Amy shows how the body can store what the mind refuses to face. With therapy, and notably psychedelic-assisted healing, she begins the painful but liberating process of remembering and rebuilding. Ultimately, the tell is about breaking silence, finding your voice, and turning pain into power. If you're on a healing or self-awareness journey, this book might just be your next step. In part one, Amy lays the emotional groundwork for what appears to be a perfect life. But beneath it all, she's running, literally. She describes an idyllic childhood in Amarillo, Texas, bike rides, open skies, and slush puppies. But that freedom fades as she grows, replaced by the need to achieve and be perfect. I ran like my survival depended on it. I ran like I was in danger. Running becomes both her escape and her armor. On the outside, her life looks ideal, but inside, something isn't right. There was something within me, something unexplainable, something deep, but something that I couldn't touch. Amy reveals a life shaped by denial, not by choice, but by survival. Denial is a glass case that must be shattered before you realize you were trapped inside it. And the most important question this part raises, what are you running from? That question lingers, and it's one we all need to ask. Are we achieving for fulfillment, or are we escaping something? Part one is a powerful reflection on ambition, anxiety, and the stories we bury. If you've ever felt driven but not sure why, this book will hold up a mirror. Part two, called Remembering, is the emotional heart of the memoir, a painful but essential excavation of buried truth. Amy begins to confront the trauma she dissociated from as a child. Memories long repressed, now finally surfacing. Remembering isn't something you do just once. It is something you have to be brave enough to do over and over again. That line challenges everything we think we know about healing. It's not a moment, it's a lifelong practice. A pivotal moment comes through her daughter Gigi. In her voice was the cry of the little girl I had been, the child I myself had left behind. Healing, Amy realizes, is not about returning to the past. It's about rescuing the most innocent parts of ourselves. She also confronts why people resist remembering. If I don't remember something, isn't there a good reason for that? Her answer, maybe those are the people who need it the most. Remembering is raw, honest, and brave. It reminds us that facing the past isn't about reliving, it's about reclaiming. The final section is redemptive, powerful, and rich with lessons on self-trust and wholeness. Here, Amy returns to the places and people of her childhood to speak the truth she's finally ready to say out loud. The only way to heal now was to speak out loud what had been done to me. All those years I'd had to tell. Now I needed to tell. This moment isn't just catharsis, it's reclamation. One of the most profound insights in this section. You have always been you, her therapist says. You just have to remember who you were. That's the essence of the final section of her book, reconnecting with the self that existed before the pain, before the performance, before the perfectionism. Amy writes, even with this, I was still an overachiever, a perfectionist no matter the circumstances. But instead of rejecting that trait, she integrates it, turning ambition into something real and grounded. And this, to bear it all was liberating, even as it hurt all of us. It's a reminder that vulnerability is not weakness. It's the key to healing. So here's what the tell leaves us with. You are not your trauma. You are not the roles you were taught to play. You are who you've always been. Buried maybe, but not broken. Amy Griffin's story reminds us that healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about rediscovering who you really are. This is a brave and necessary memoir that will help so many. Listen to your body. What is it telling you? Even if your experience is different than Amy's, so much of it is relatable, especially the pressure to be perfect or constantly busy. And if you're on a path of self-growth like I am, reading, learning, and healing, this channel is here to support you. I break down powerful books like The Tell so you can absorb deep insights in just minutes. If that sounds helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a book that could change your life.